The advice and opinions expressed by Dr. Granpeesheh and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. Hi, my son is at school. He's 6. He's doing amazing in his academics. No behavior during the teaching hours, but during free play, he's very energetic, like jumping, running, singing, scripting. He has an ABA shadow with him, so he does cheeky things. When she says to be quiet, he sings more loudly. When she says to play, I love that this is described as being cheeky. When she says to play nicely, he runs, jumps, and stomps his feet. Our BCBA doesn't like the idea of making him grounded, which works fantastic with his behaviors, but she hesitates as it's kind of punishment. It doesn't really talk much about obsession. I don't know why, but this was one that was sent in, so I promised that we would answer it.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, you have a BCBA on the case and they should recognize this for what it is, which is obviously the child, he is attention seeking and, parents talk about grounding and of course BCBAs in general will not really want to do something that they consider to be punitive.
Right.
But you should, if it's something that really works with your child, you want to do something like response cost, which is similar in the sense that it sounds like your child's very high functioning and could easily understand that if they do these specific behaviors, they will lose a token, for instance, and then losing the tokens will lead to not having access to a certain activity, which in essence ends up being the same as grounding, right? But through a token system. And so, clearly, whenever there's a child that it works for them he's attention seeking here, and he's probably getting attention when he does these things. So the BCBA should be able to handle this and should be able to recognize that there's got to be a different way that I can communicate with him, because every time I tell him this, he does more of it.
Yeah.
And, normally in these situations, you'd want to do an actual functional analysis or assessment at least, and identify, is it the way I'm telling him? Is it because he's enjoying the attention he gets when he does the behavior that I'm asking him not to do, or some other behavior? And how can I replace that with him either asking for an opportunity to do that other behavior, or how can I replace it with, let's say, you lost a token, and that is less attention giving than having a dialogue with him. I'm not sure if she's how she's then responding when he does these behaviors.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you there.